Alright guys, Kalani back with you tonight, and I have a very special treat for you. We are cooking up a Parmo. If you've never heard of a Parmo, it comes from Teesside over in the UK, specifically England. So when I first traveled to the UK, I went to Middlesbrough, and I had my first ever Parmo at Manjaro's. Incredible. Wonderful experience. Breaded chicken, fried, béchamel sauce, cheese, garlic mayo on the side with some nice chips. Incredible. And tonight we're going to be recreating this dish here in the US, and I'm cooking it for my American family to give them a taste of that beautiful dish I had in Teesside. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to get started and see if I can pull off a Parmo. Okay, so we just cut open our pack of chicken. We got this from our local butcher, but before I ever touch chicken, cook chicken, we like to clean it. So let me know if you clean your chicken down in the comments below, but this is something that I've always done, so we're going to clean the chicken now. Okay, so we've got all of our chicken clean, and we've halved all the breasts. Now we're going to cover it with a piece of parchment paper and have a piece of parchment paper underneath. And now we're going to grab our meat beater.
We should maybe.
Yeah. And we're going to try and even out all of these pieces of chicken so that they cook around the same time. And I'm going to speed this portion up so that I'm just not beating my meat for 5 minutes.
Wow.
That's what she said.
But yeah, you're looking for about 1 centimeter to help everything cook evenly. Okay, so my family has shown up. But this is something that even Pops never got to try in the UK. But we have our breadcrumbs here. We've got our flour here. Now we're going to add a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. And then we're going to do fries as well. So we got to get potatoes going. This process is going to take a lot, but I'm going to try and keep you guys involved. We're also going to put our recipe down below. So if you need any instruction and I kind of miss something, or you're like, how is he jumping from this to this? Check the description and we'll lay out the recipe for tonight's video. But we have to prep the chicken, season flour, breadcrumbs, egg wash, fryer, bechamel sauce, cheese, done, potatoes, chips. We got a lot. All right, so we're gonna hit that with some pepper, hit it with some salt. And then we gotta make our egg wash really quick. Now we're cooking for 6 people here. So we need 6 eggs and 90 milliliters of milk. You may be wondering why these eggshells have a bluish tint and why the yolks are kind of amber. This is just a different breed of chicken. There's nothing wrong with these, but for some reason I just love the way they look and taste. So this is my preferred egg here at home, but they're yummy. And again, this is a little Kalani edition. I love paprika. It's one of my favorite things to add in to our seasoned flour here. So you do not have to put this in if you follow our recipe. This is just a little addition, but I love it in some seasoned flour. Try it out, let me know what you think, but that's our little secret. Say hello, Du.
Wow. Look at
Say hello to him,
Look
Devin.
at the enthusiasm.
You got an iron brew?
Look at the enthusiasm of a kid who's getting dinner.
Free food.
Dinner cooked for him.
You don't even know what you're about to get. That's what's sad. You have no idea what's coming.
All right.
All right, let me show my mom how to use the Rotato Express. Come here, Mother. We got to get her to peel our potatoes. She probably could do this faster by hand, but I want her to Rotato.
Kalani likes the Rotato.
All right, so you stab it, pinch, slide up, hit the button. All right, so we're gonna add in our milk here for our egg wash, and then we just gotta get this mixed up, and then we're ready to take our chicken breast for a swim. Okay, so while we're working on the chicken breasts, Mom is cutting our potatoes into chips. We're gonna starch them. So right when we get done with the chicken, before we throw it into the oven to grill the cheese on top, we can fry our chips so that they're ready right when the chicken's ready. Why would you start that? Okay, so we got our first piece of chicken breast here. It's going to go both sides. Oh, you might want to move your phone, Savannah. It's going to be coated in flour. And then we're going to go egg wash. And then to wrap it all up, we're going to put that in some breadcrumbs here. And these actually have a little Parmesan in them as well. So these are going to be delicious. We're going to set this to the side and get a few of these ready to go before we put them in the fryer. Now, another variation of the Parmo is a hot shot, which usually involves pepperoni. But I don't want to eat pepperoni right now because we're getting closer to bedtime. And anytime I eat pepperoni before I go to bed, I have wild dreams. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I eat like pepperoni or salami or anything like that,
Or a hot dog.
or a hot dog, it gives me crazy dreams. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, or if it's just me. But I always have crazy dreams if I eat pepperoni before bed. All right, Pops, tell the folks at home, what meal do you miss most from the UK?
Fish and chips, Sunday roast, and of course, Indian cuisine is not UK, but I had the best I ever had at the UK.
Yeah, so he had the best Indian that he's ever had in the UK, which I took him to the Mallet Shaw in Glasgow, and that's still probably one of the best ones that I've ever had. But he didn't have a passport up until we went over to the UK, but that was a fun trip. He had his first Greg's, and then he had his first Fanta. I took him all sorts of places. Those videos are older if you missed out on those. If you go to Facebook and type in Pops Food Reviews or TikTok Pops Food Reviews, I'm hoping to try and get my entire family over to the UK at least once this year. So that's going to be really fun if we can pull that one off. Okay, for bechamel sauce, we need milk, obviously, nutmeg, flour, salt, pepper, butter, and a pan on the stove. So we're going to get this rolling because a key part of a Parmo is a good bechamel sauce. To start on the bechamel sauce, we have a stick of Kerrygold butter. Now, we need an entire stick because we're cooking bechamel sauce. We're making bechamel sauce for
6 people.
6 people.
Yeah.
You would not need this much for a smaller amount, but make sure you have it on lower heat here because you do not want to heat up your butter too quick. And then we're going to do probably like, this is 660 milliliters. We'll start with this. We slowly pour this in as we're whisking. We do not do it all at once. We'll see if we need to add more. I'll have to kind of eyeball it. So any help that I found online is only for like 2 people normally. So I'm trying to just triple what I'm seeing. But that seems like a whole lot of milk. So we'll see what this does. If I need to add more, we'll add more. And then we're going to need 90 grams of flour here. All right. Okay, so this cheese right here, this is cheddar. We're going to get chopped up. Now this is from the Amish. This is probably one of the cleanest cheeses we could find that's from the US. But we're going to use this. This was $18, but it was a really big brick of cheese. We've used it quite a bit. We're going to get some of this shredded up to put on top of our Parmos once they're nice and fried. Okay, so the butter is melted. So we're adding in the flour now. And we've just got to get this mixed before we start slowly adding in our milk and whisking it to get that bechamel made. Watch this. So we got Dewey on the bechamel, so if it screws up, it's his fault. But we're going to slowly pour in some milk. Now we got to switch to the whisker. So grab the whisker right there, do. Whisk it up, Chef Do. Do you feel like a chef yet?
This feels chunky.
You feel chunky?
This feels chunky.
Keep mixing there, bud. Keep whisking.
Oh, you're splashing it everywhere.
We took Devin off of bechamel duty because I got scared. So we put Mom on bechamel duty. And we are going to get some of this cheddar done. Now I know I'm going to have some comments that say it can't be real cheddar if it's not from cheddar. I love cheddar from Britain. It's great, but it's very expensive for me to get. So
It's also just not convenient. Like if we just decide that we want to make something that uses cheddar cheese.
it's hard for me. I can't just go to Tesco and get
Cheddar cheese.
or a block of Red Leicester. I don't have that capability. So
I
you guys
promise,
gotta-
after having cheddar cheese from the UK, I think you guys would also like this cheddar.
This one is really good. It's not like the one that you'd get at a standard U.S. supermarket.
Yeah.
It's not like junk cheese by any means.
No, it's really good cheese.
So this one is tasty. But I do agree with you guys. Some of the stuff we got, like I know people in the UK always think about cheese in a can.
People here don't really eat that.
No one I know eats that regularly or at all.
People have had it probably back in like the
I had it when I was a
early
kid.
2000s.
I had it when I was a kid, and I have not had it since.
I wouldn't even know where to find that in the grocery store.
It's in the junk food aisle, like next to Cheez-Its, I think.
Oh, well.
But that's not something that anyone I know keeps in like their pantry or anything.
No.
I'm sure there's people that do it or eat it in the U.S., but
Just like there's exceptions to people in the UK, but our cheese does not come in a can. We don't classify that as cheese.
but your guys' cheese is probably better. I do. Are you excited about this meal? Are you actually? What's your favorite snack that you've tried from the UK or meal that we've made?
Digestives golden.
Yummy!
Ooh, he likes the
Those are
McVitie's
good.
Gold Digestives. I have to agree with you. Those are good. Now it's time to get these in the fryer and get this all plated and pieced together and cooked. All right, so we got our oil nice and hot. There's one in.
We're going to do 3 to 5 minutes per side.
Well, because this is covered,
Yeah?
it's covering both sides.
Oh.
We probably don't have to do that.
Do you... just 5 minutes maybe?
It'll float up whenever
Okay.
it's done.
So it thickened up and it was a little too thick. So we added a little bit more milk and hoping that it works out.
All right. So that looks pretty good. Maybe a hair too long. Okay, so we've added salt, pepper, and some nutmeg to the bechamel here. This is looking really yummy.
Looks like it's supposed to.
Yeah, maybe a little too thick. I'm not going to really know until...
I think regardless it's going to taste good.
It will taste good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to... It's hard for me to remember.
If I remember correctly, it was really thick because it's not
We
like
thought it was like a cheese sauce at first.
Yeah. So I think that this is right. I really do.
Okay, we've got our last 2 pieces of chicken that are going to come out of the fryer. And then we got our chips that are going in. And then we have to put our bechamel sauce, our cheese on top. We're going to put it in the oven on broil. That's the closest thing that we have to your guys' grill. And then hopefully everything's going to come out right at the same time.
I think it will.
And we get to try out Parmos in the USA with some chips. And we're going to use pickled onion garlic mayo, Monster Munch style, and see how it tastes. Okay, we're going to double fry our chips. So we're going to do our first fry, 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 to 3 minutes. Pull them out, let them cool. We're going to up the temperature and then fry them again to give them a better crisp. All right, we've got our bechamel sauce here. So we're going to put this on top of each of our pieces of chicken here. And then we got to add in our cheese on top. This is looking yummy. Let me know if you would try a Kalani Parmo. This is my first time ever trying one since having one in Teesside, but it's one of my favorite dishes from Middlesbrough that I had, and this is my first attempt. Okay, and then we've got our Amish cheddar here.
That's so much cheese.
I did not mean to put that much on that one. That's gonna be a
cheesy one.
A cheesy one.
It'll be good.
And then we're gonna broil this. Like I said, we don't have a grill setting on our oven or our hob.
Yeah, the first time I saw a grill setting over there, I was like, what the heck is this?
What is grill? What does grill mean? All right, these look glorious. It's time to get this cheese melted. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, so we just did the first fry on the chips. We're letting them cool now. And then we're going to do the second fry to give them that extra crisp. I love at least double frying, but I know some people do triple fry. But I think this is going to be our last time frying in this oil, and then I'm switching everything to beef dripping. I'm trying to cook everything in beef dripping because I think it's just a better alternative to seed oils. But that's just my opinion, and I've felt a lot better after cooking everything in beef dripping. But I love the way it makes fish and chips taste. All right, let's see how the Parmos are looking. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's how I like it. Holy crap. Doylan, you haven't seen this yet. You haven't been in here. Take a look. This is a Parmo. What do you think?
It looks good.
But will it taste good? What do you think?
You know,
What you're saying?
if it smells good, it probably tastes good.
All right, well, let's get these plated. All right, what do you guys think about the finished product here?
When do we eat? That's what I want to know. Looks delicious.
Did you know that the UK had stuff like this? No? What'd you think they had?
Trash.
You don't mean that. You know I've taught you better than that.
I thought they had. It's good food.
I've shown you that they have a lot of good food, haven't I? Mm-hmm. We just need to show more people, don't we, pal? Okay, so we've got it plated here. Double fried chips. We've got our Parmo right here. I've got some Monster Munch pickled mayo and some hot peri peri sauce from Nando's. Let's take a bite here out of our Parmo. I'm excited for this. Without any sauce first. That's good. You cannot go through Middlesbrough or Teesside and not get a Parmo. My favorite one is still probably from Manjaro's. Shout out Manjaro's. Hot Shot lives in my dreams. But this will hold me over while I'm in the U.S. Let's get it in some Monster Munch mayo right here. Oops. That's good. Honestly, the flavor on this is incredible. The bechamel sauce, the crunch, everything right there is so good. All right, you guys dig in. Let me know what you think. So first off, try your Parmo without any sauces. Looks like Pop's got every sauce out of our fridge. But give it a run.
You know, Pops, if it's from the UK, it goes on my plate.
Man, we need to teach you how to...
Animal.
Here, look.
Unbelievable.
We need to teach you how to do it. You don't have to put your knife down.
I think just you eat however you want to eat.
I'm gonna dip it in the sauce.
Just know that when you go over there, they will rip you a new one, but you just eat however you want to eat.
What do you think about the taste?
10.
A 10.
Oh, wow. That's unexpected.
What about you, Doylan?
Easy 10.
Easy 10.
Easy 10.
What about you?
Easy 10 for me.
Easy
too.
10.
Yeah.
What about you?
Monolicious. It's a 10.
There we go.
It's hard to beat a Parmo. And this one tastes good. Now, Savannah, you got to try it. Okay, you guys all gave it a 10. What was your favorite part about it? It's kind of like a chicken parm here, but they've obviously changed a few things about it. The bechamel sauce definitely adds a different...
I'm surprised with the bechamel sauce because it's so close to white country gravy here in Tennessee. But it was so simple because you just had salt, pepper,
Nutmeg.
nutmeg. That's something different we don't put in Tennessee white gravy. But
It was
the
good.
texture was good, even, you know, because you used organic whole milk.
Well, when I first
And
had
the
it,
butter, Kerrygold butter.
I first thought it was a cheese sauce.
Mm.
But then I
The
realized...
first time that we ate
Yeah,
it?
the first time I ate it, I first thought it was a cheese sauce. What'd you like?
I like how crispy it was, the chicken. But
Crispy chicken?
I like the sauce because it's not overly salty like some gravy is here in Tennessee.
What'd you like, wee man?
The taste, the texture, the sauce, the cheese.
Wow. Wow, Mr. Food Critic. You're going to have to start your own channel, Wee Man Food Reviews. All right.
I love the crunch of the chicken too, and cheese sauce was really good.
You mean the bechamel sauce?
Yeah, the bechamel sauce with
Bechamel.
the
Bechamel.
Bechamel.
bechamel
Yes.
sauce with the cheese on
Yes.
top. Yeah, it was really good.
Well, I'm glad that you guys could all enjoy a little bit of a taste of Middlesbrough. But that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys thought about it. This was really fun to make, and it was nice to have a little taste of Teesside here in Tennessee. Comment below what you thought about the meal, and also let me know what you think I should try and cook next. If you haven't already liked, comment, and subscribed, please consider doing that as it helps out the channel. And we will see you guys next week. But with that being said, I'm Kalani,
I'm Sav.
and this was our video, Cooking a Parmo.